I'm going to be explaining and demonstrating very briefly the first 4 stages of communication using picture exchanges. This is the first stage. The first stage is you actually need to have a motivator. In this case, this is going to be an apple. I'm very motivated by food. I'm going to portray the student. For stage 1, when you're introducing a picture exchange mechanism, you need to have 2 adults in place as well to help with the process. So one adult is going to hold the motivator and try to lure me with that. So I'm showing interest. The other adult will be stopping me and actually guiding me to the actual picture. This is a picture of an apple, and so I'm going to be making an exchange. If the child doesn't actually pick it up, you can actually help them along. That's why the other person's hand is there. Okay? And try to communicate and say the word of what they are getting. So say apple when the exchange has gone on. I'll show that to you again. I want the apple. So I get the card. And you say
apple.
Apple. That's stage 1. We're going to do stage 2 now. Stage 2 actually involves traveling. So actually, I understand now that this symbol means an apple. It gets me an apple. But the student actually needs to take this now to another part of the room, traveling for some distance. It could be across a table. It needs to be about approximately 1 to 2 meters at least away. So, I have an apple. I'm exchanging it.
Apple.
Right. It's important to communicate the word as you are doing the exchange. This is to help the child to actually understand that all of this is involving communication, and hopefully they will pick up the words. Many parents worry that if you're doing picture exchange, that the child will not learn to speak. We've found that that's not true. Actually, seeing the words visually helps the child to make sense of all these symbols and words that are going on in their head. So for phase 3 then, it's a step up. We're looking at differentiation. So I have 2 symbols here. There's one for a banana and one for an apple. I have to know what these symbols mean, and I know that I want an apple. So I'm going to actually choose the picture of an apple to exchange.
Apple.
That's phase 3. They have to be able to do that correctly and not just pick up any random card or picture to hand it over. They have to actually identify what the picture is of, and that has to be of something that they want to have. The final stage that I'm going to show you today is phase 4. And phase 4 is actually using something called a sentence strip. And this has the sentence, I want. I want is the big motivator for most students. This is how they're going to be speaking and learning to speak first. They will be showing that they want something. Again, you have differentiation here. There's a banana and an apple. You can increase the number of symbols as they grow more comfortable and confident with using the picture exchange systems. I want an apple, so I'm going to put that together in that sentence strip. I'm going to do that independently. To start with, you may have to do hand over hand as an adult on the student to help them put together their very first sentence strip. And you may have it on a board like this, which may have more symbols inside. I'll show you that later. We're starting off very simply though, just between the 2 symbols. So I want an apple. I'm going to exchange that, and it's important to read out what the sentence says. So the adult will read it.
I want apple. Apple.
And I get my reward. So it's very motivating. As children actually grow to know what the symbols mean, you can increase the complexity of the book and order it in any way you want. This is a very advanced one, very complicated. It's got many different words here, lot of things that are motivating for the student. It's important that when you exchange that the student actually does get what they are asking for. It's really important that they see the power of language.